I bet you thought that getting the actual promotion was the hard bit. That's the easy bit. The hard bit is announcing it to your colleagues, especially if they were in the running for that promotion as well. Let me give you an example. A young man is suddenly promoted ahead of his colleagues, and they were definitely in the running for that role, but he does really well at interview. He presents some beautiful case studies, and sure enough, he gets the position. But the moment he has to announce it, he feels so awkward about telling them, he puts it off and he puts it off and he kicks that can down the road. And when the time comes that he eventually just has to announce it, he looks so passive and so weak, and he apologizes throughout the whole thing. And all of that respect he's earned, poof, gone. At the other end of the scale, I want to take you to a different office where a woman who I know has absolutely done the same thing. She's smashed the promotion. She's had a fantastic track record, that she is so frightened of being seen as a passive manager, she overeggs it. She goes in the next day, bold as brass. She makes all kinds of announcements, and suddenly you can tell she's feeling huge amounts of pressure because she's micromanaging, and she never micromanaged before. And she's the dominant voice in meetings, and she is acting out of character, and she knows it. So, how do you go about finding that sweet middle line? Here's what I would recommend doing, because if it feels awkward, you are not alone. I know loads of people who have been in this exact same position, and all it takes is a little bit of preparation and practice. Step one, acknowledge. Don't do a Gwyneth Paltrow, don't burst into tears like you're taking an Oscar. All you need to do is speak up about it the first appropriate moment so that you're not avoiding it. And secondly, just be natural, be organic. You want to say something along the lines of, I'm so excited to tell you all that I've been offered the position of X. And come Monday, that's the role I'm going to be in. Obviously, I'm really excited for this, but most importantly, I'm incredibly grateful. That humbleness, that humility, that's going to put in a really good foundation to set you up for step two. Step two, continuity. People hate change. Well, actually, they don't hate change so much as the idea of change. So if you tell them you are going to continue to build on what they've already got in place, they are going to feel a lot more relaxed about things. You can even turn it into something of a compliment, again, just to make them feel like this is a win for them and not just for you. I'd say something along the lines of, I'm really proud of what this team has achieved so far, and I want to focus on what we can do even more of in future. Something short and simple that really shows you know how hard they're working and where you're going to take them in future. And suddenly they're going to feel really good about what could be an unexpected change. Finally, the last and probably the most important bit, which is the same bit that everyone misses. You need to set the tone for the new direction. This isn't your opportunity to give a 15-minute TED talk about where your motivation comes from. You're going to keep it simple, but you're going to reinforce that a change is about to be made. I'd say something along the lines of, I want to, in my position as manager, understand more about your roles, specifically what the blocks are. That's something I really want to focus on. So if there are any challenges you are currently facing, please proactively communicate to them, because I really want to lean into unblocking those blocks. Like I say, I believe in this team and I want to be able to understand what's stopping us from moving even faster in the right direction. Something short, something succinct, but something that shows you value them and you are setting the tone going forward. Some tips to remember when you deliver it. No matter what I've just said in this video, more than anything else, it needs to sound like you. It shouldn't sound like me, and it certainly shouldn't sound like ChatGPT. But remember, acknowledge, show continuity, set the new direction. That's it. That's all you need to do. If that takes you less than 30 seconds, fantastic. But a short speech shows that you are going to be communicating with them and keeping that dialogue open. Use humor if you can, and if that's your style. Keep it informal. It shouldn't feel like a really big announcement. It should feel like you are talking to a group of friends. It should feel like you're talking to the same group of people you were talking to yesterday. But don't hide your promotion. I think that's one of the worst things you can do. Proactive communication shows that you are owning it, shows that you're not ashamed of it, because you shouldn't be, and nor should they. The last point I want to make is the feeling you want to leave them with. And it's really simple, and it's one word: trust. Get them to trust you. Things will be feeling slightly unsettled. Things will be feeling a little bit jarring for a few of them. Some of them won't be even flustered, but a lot of them will feel a little bit out of place. And all you need to do is say whatever needs to be said in order to just rebuild that trust. My tip here would be whatever you do, you want to leave a little bit of time for listening. You want to make sure you are opening the dialogue, asking the right questions. But if the tone leaves them feeling like they can trust you, you are already setting the right direction for leadership. Congratulations on the new promotion. Find that beautiful line in between egotistical maniac and self-deprecating Brit, and you will set the right direction for leadership. Good luck.